Hey guys, how's it going today? Oh, it's going pretty good. Well, you sound pretty excited. Why don't you tell everyone where we are right now? Um, we don't know. Why don't you know? There's a great big sign right behind you. Yeah, it's behind us. We can't read it. You're right. I always do that, don't I? Well, it says we are entering Navajo Reservation, U.S. Department of the Interior, and we are here at Navajo Bridge. The bridge was erected from 1927 to 1928. This is the original bridge, and the arch length is about 616 feet, but the total length is over 800 feet long. The first Navajo Bridge, completed in 1929, was a marvel of its time. It is made of steel and it rises 467 feet above the Colorado River. Can we jump off of it? Can you jump off of it? No, we are not jumping off this bridge. But can you imagine the challenge of constructing such a high bridge nearly a century ago without modern tools that we have today? Workers had to battle dizzying heights, desert heat, and the raging river below. But they succeeded, and the bridge became a vital link across this remote canyon. Now, this newer bridge looks almost identical, but was built to accommodate modern traffic and heavier loads. The older bridge that we are walking on right now is reserved for pedestrians. It gives explorers like us a perfect spot to enjoy the view. Engineers designed both bridges to blend with the natural landscape using elegant arches that mirror the curves of the canyon walls. Did the engineers build the canyon walls? No. The canyon walls are purely natural. The geology here is just as fascinating as the bridges, though. These cliffs are part of the Glen Canyon group, formed over 200 million years ago during the Jurassic period. Back then, this region was a vast desert with sand dunes stretching as far as the eye could see. But over time, these dunes compacted into sandstone, creating the stunning red and white layers we can see here today. Layers! Layers like in a cake! Well, that's an interesting way to think about it, but it would be a very old cake and a very complicated cake at that. Beneath and above the twin Navajo bridges lies a world of geological history, recorded in the layers of rocks that form these towering cliffs. Let's dig into the story hidden in the strata. What's strata? Well, strata is what geologists like us call layers of rock. Now, each rock layer that you see here tells a chapter in the Earth's ancient story. Kaibab limestone is a grayish layer laid down in tropical waters, teeming with marine life, leaving behind shells and coral that eventually became limestone. So animals become rock. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. More precisely, the skeletons and exoskeletons of those animals, after they pass away, then that material becomes limestone. We also see the Toroweep Formation and the Coconino. Say that again. Coconino. Say it 10 times fast. Coconino. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Look, the Coconino Sandstone, both along with the Toroweep Formation, deposited during the early Permian period, about 260 to 270 million years ago. That's older than you. Yeah, it's older than you, too. But look, these rocks tell the tale of shifting environments, from coastal sand dunes to wind-blown deserts. Now, we can also see the Moenkopi Formation. It's a rusty red layer. This rock as mud and silt in ancient floodplains where rivers meandered through lush landscapes filled with early reptiles and amphibians. And above that, we have the Navajo sandstone, which gives this area its iconic red cliffs. The wind-shaped grains of sand were compressed into rock, creating these wavy patterns that we call cross-bedding. Is that like a bed? Well, a bed or a bedding plane is what we geologists call like thin layers, or sometimes thick layers even. But these patterns are like the fingerprints of ancient winds here that we see in the Navajo sandstone. But what about the river? Yeah, the Colorado River winds through this landscape. It has been carving its way through the rock for millions of years. It's the same river that sculpted the Grand Canyon downstream. The water, even though it seems gentle in this part of the river, is one of nature's most powerful forces, capable of shaping entire landscapes. The river is like a time machine. A time machine? Yeah, you're right. When you think about it, it is like a time machine. The Colorado River cuts through these layers, exposing millions of years of history, with the oldest rocks at the bottom and the youngest near the top. Do you remember what that term is called? Superposition! That's right. Superposition is what we geologists refer to where older rock underlies younger rock. But it's like reading a book where each layer of rock is a new chapter in Earth's story. I see a big bird in the sky. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. I see them too. They're flying all over. We cannot leave the Navajo Bridge without meeting one of the area's most famous residents, the California condor, with a wingspan of up to 10 feet. These birds are among the largest in North America, and they've been soaring over the cliffs of the Colorado River for thousands of years. But listen, they look beautiful. They are beautiful. They look really strong. Well, they are strong. However, these incredible scavengers were once on the brink of extinction. By the 1980s, fewer than 30 condors were left behind in the wild. An ancient and hardy species, condors soared over much of North America during the Pleistocene Ice Age, feasting on the remains of mammoths and mastodons. Opportunistic scavengers, but not hunters. Condors may travel over 100 miles a day in search of food, ranging over millions of acres in a lifetime. Though California condors survived Ice Age extinctions, they were nearly wiped out by unwitting humans. Years of shooting, harmful pesticide use, and especially lead poisoning reduced the entire population to just 22 individuals in the 1980s. But thanks to intensive conservation efforts like breeding programs and habitat protection, their numbers have rebounded. And today you can spot California condors right here near the Navajo Bridge. We love this bridge. I love this bridge too. Actually, remember, there are two bridges here. But whether it's the story of the human ingenuity that built these bridges, or the wonders of natural history, and the story of the resilience of the California condor, the Navajo bridges and their surrounding landscape reminds us of the incredible connections between science, engineering, and the earth itself. Leph and Moo, have you enjoyed this adventure? We love it! I love it too. Let's remind our viewers to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep dreaming big. Until next time, everyone, bye, everybody!